Good morning and welcome to another video. First of all, I'm going to do a quick response to Andy Kirby's last video on CB is back. He showed a Thunderpole T-X CB handheld, and I laughed at that because he calls that a CB. Well, no, I'm sorry. This is a CB, not a Thunderpole T-X. This is one of the original realistic CBs. Which one's this? It's a Tandy one. Many years ago, Tandy did these. And this is what a CB is all about. A CB's got to be big, it's got to be bulky, it's got to have an extremely long, clumsy aerial, and it's got to be noisy with a very dodgy, in this instance, a dodgy aerial. I'm going to be playing with this one now, but also, this is a slightly newer version of this. This is the TRC-1005. Again, it's a realistic CB. Sold by Tandy, 40 channel, claims to be 4 watts, as does this, claims to be 4 watts, but in reality I think it's about 3. You've got low power, which gives you sort of 0.4 of a watt as well. And I'm going to see whether I can get any contacts, because like Andy said, you know, there's a lot more people using CB, and it is a bit of fun at the end of the day. I'm an amateur radioist, but ultimately you never forget where you come from, and that's CB. But also, there's another one. This is the Alan 42DS. This is a 40 channel handheld CB, slightly more modern and newer than the others. Again, I reckon probably about 4 watts. It claims it's not going to be 4 watts, obviously. It comes with a small rubber antenna, pointless. It's not worth having this antenna. It's just like a dummy load, but there you go. So I'm taking that off, and I'm going to be using a telescopic antenna. These you can get from anywhere, eBay, Amazon, loads of places sell these, about 10-15 quid. And it's a nice telescopic, and it'll give you much better signal. The advantage of this one is that it's a multi-band, so it'll do several bands as opposed to the old realistics that will only do the UK 2781 bands. But it doesn't do AM. Actually, that's a lie. It does do AM, but only on the EU bands. So I've not had much luck with this, to be honest, but we're going to give them a go and see how we get on. So the first radio I'm going to use is the TRC-1001. This is one of the original ones. I love this one so much. It's like my baby. That's a bit weird, isn't it? But listen, at the top you've got your 40 channel selector, you've got a 5-pin DIN socket for microphone, and you've got your squelch and your volume. And look at that, that's a battery meter. That's amazing. And to save power, when it's turned on, that screen only comes on when, after a few minutes, it goes off. And then to bring it back on again, to save power, you just press the side button and it brings it on to show you what channel you're on. Okay, let's have a quick look on 19. 19, Roger. Any breaks on 19 for a radio check? Someone there in the background. It's not Ringway Manchester, I can tell you that. 19, a radio check. Any breaks on 19 for a radio check? Come on. Anyone on 14 for a radio check? Come on. Anyone on channel? Anyone on channel? Any breaks on 19 for a radio check? Come on. Okay, let's try channel 10. I know some of the locals use that channel. Anyone on channel 10 for a radio check? Any breaks on channel for a radio check? Come on. Anyone on channel 19 for a radio check? Anyone on 14 for a radio check? Okay, so it is only 10:30 in the morning. This is probably not the best time of the day to be doing a radio check. I might be better off coming out later in the evening. Let's just put this one away for the moment and let's just have a play with the other one. There's no reason why this one should be any better, other than the fact it has recently come back from repair and it's been retuned a little bit. So we'll have a look, see what if they're only during this. Anyone on 19 for a radio check? Anyone on 19 for a radio check? Come on. Anyone on channel 10? Anyone at all for a radio check? Come on. No joy. Stead. Try 14 again. Breaker 1-4 for a copy. Anyone on 19 for a radio check? No good on that one either. Ah well. Let's try the other one. So this is a newer one. This is the Alan 42DS. I'm going to use it on UK band. 19 a radio check. Any breakers on 19 at all for a radio check? Come on.
Yeah, you're working, mate.
Ah, that's brilliant, buddy. Cheers for that. Whereabouts are you? I'm just on Style Cop, Cannockwood.
Yeah, I'm in Rugeley on the Springfields, mate.
Ah, that's brilliant. Thanks for that, mate. Listen, I've got two other radios, handhelds I'm trying out. I'm currently using an Alan 42, the DS little handheld. I've got some old Realisitic handy ones to try out if you're free just to give me a quick copy on those.
Yes, mate. No problem, dude. No problem.
That's brilliant. Just give us a quick count to 1 to 5, and if you can give me an audio check, tell me what the audio is like on this one first of all.
You want me to give you a count?
Yeah, I just wanted to have a quick look at my meter, but I've done that. That's brilliant. Yeah, so just audio-wise, how am I coming through to you now?
You're coming through loud and clear, mate. No problems at all. You're clear. 100%.
Real. Fantastic. Right, give me 30 seconds. I'm just going to get the other handheld.
Okay, mate.
Right, that's a bit of luck then. So, channel 19. Yeah, you there, Break?
Yeah, I got you, mate.
Okay, so I'm using a really old handheld. It's a TRC-1001, one of the old realistic ones from Tandy from about 30 years ago. Just wondering how this is in comparison.
Yeah, you're pushing us about 5.5, and your modulation's a bit low.
Ah, that's a roger. Okay, so the first one was a better signal from your point of view. Okay, I'm going to try another one, if that's okay.
Yeah, you're still pushing us 5.5, mate, and like I say, your modulation's low, but I can hear you.
That's great. Okay, I'm going to just try one more. Right. You there, Break?
Yeah, and then we went to Tesco, got some like make your own gingerbread men, and all the kids were making their own gingerbread men and stuff. It was nice.
You there, Break? Ah, someone else now. Yeah, Break for radio check. You still there? Right, so I've just found out this isn't actually transmitting. That's a shame. Okay, so that's dead. Yeah, you there, Break?
Yeah, I got you, mate.
Yeah, I've just gone to use the other handheld, but it's dead, completely dead. So yeah, I'm not getting out of that one at all. So I'm back on the first one now, the Alan, but I'm using a smaller telescopic. No, it's a smaller rubber antenna. So could you give us a radio check on this one then, please?
You're coming through loud and clear, mate. You're hitting me a 9, and you're loud and proud.
That's brilliant. Okay, one last quick check. I'm going to just change the aerial to another one.
Okay, mate.
Look, see,
Are you there, Break?
it says,
Yeah, I got you, mates. Yeah, I can hear you, and you've gone down to a 7.
That's brilliant. Okay, mate, I really appreciate that. That concludes my test for the day. Mate, you got James this side from Cannock. I think we may have spoken before, if you're the Rugeley side.
please.
Yeah, can you say that again, mate? I had some skip come over the top of you.
Speak to
Yeah, I think we've spoken before. You got James here from Cannock.
me.
Right, Roger Dodds there, mate. Like I say, I'm in Ruisley on the Springfields, mate. My name's Colin.
Does he call operation?
Yeah, cheers, Colin. Colin, I really appreciate your time, buddy. I'll let you carry on, and I'll speak to you later on.
Okay, mate, no problem. Nice to hear you, mate. Cheers up to you.
Cheers, bud. Take care. Right, okay, well, that's a pleasant surprise. I'm really pleased about that. Okay, first of all, I need to address the problem here. So this is an old purchase I made, this TRC-1005. I bought this probably about 12 months ago, and it wasn't always transmitting. And it did start to work for a while, and I've used it a couple of times, but clearly now it's stopped transmitting, which is why he couldn't hear me on it. And I'm gutted about that, because this is it's one of my favourite ones, but saying that, it's not the favourite. I never felt this was as good as this one. Like I say, this is a proper handheld. So I'll continue using this one. It came through okay for him. Good signal, I'm pleased with that. But ultimately, I'm quite impressed with this Midland Alan. It's done better than I thought it would do. And, you know, he gave me a good signal report, even using the small rubber duck. Now, the Springfields estate from here is a couple of miles. It's not all that far. You know, we've got a few trees in the way, but I mean, you know, it's still gone through well, and I'm impressed with the different aerials that I've used as well. But the mere fact that does work does surprise me, I'll be honest. This is a good radio because you can use different battery packs on this. Let me just put this one down. You can put different battery packs on this. This is a rechargeable battery pack, and it's ideal. Just plug in the charger that it comes with into there. And it also comes with a carry case where you can just put ordinary alkaline batteries in, and that works quite well, but I do prefer the rechargeables. You can plug in an external microphone. The speaker mic is a bit like the Kenwood type microphones, but the plugs are slightly smaller on this one, a bit closer together, but you can get adapters for them. And like I say, you've got various multi-bands and AM on this. It isn't used all that often, just for playing around with. But it's nice to be able to have that test and that contact today. So happy days. Right. So given a choice, the antenna that it comes with, this is, did this come with it actually? No, this didn't come with it. I bought this aftermarket. This I think is a purchase from Amazon. But it worked quite well. It gave me a full signal. I think ultimately if you're going to be using CB, you're going to need something longer like this telescopic. That's ultimately going to give you the best signal. But you know what, if you're going to be walking around in wooded areas with trees and branches, you can't beat having a rubber aerial, can you? Right, okay then, I'm going to wind it up now, grab myself a coffee. Thanks for watching. I hope that's of some interest. Going to get these back, and I'll catch you in the next video.